The term Dark Rizz might sound like a trendy label, but it actually describes one of the oldest and most dangerous forms of manipulation in human psychology. It is the quiet pull of toxic magnetism, a charm that doesn't make you feel safe, but strangely captivated. Today, we are going to do a deep dive into its origins in the Dark Triad. We will explore why our brains are so easily trapped by it. And most importantly, we will learn how to tell the difference between genuine charm and emotional control. Let's start with a basic question. What exactly is Dark Rizz? At its heart, Dark Rizz is the manipulation of attraction. In psychology, this behavior is explained by something called the Dark Triad. The Dark Triad is a group of 3 personality traits: Narcissism, Machiavellianism, and Psychopathy. Each one creates a different kind of dangerous pull. Narcissists pull you in with an exaggerated, magnetic confidence. They seem larger than life. Machiavellians stay detached and calculating. Their silence often gets mistaken for deep intelligence. And those with psychopathic tendencies? Their complete fearlessness can look like unshakable strength. But these are not just annoying personality quirks. They are deep-rooted patterns designed to mask control as charisma. The charm you feel is actually a strategy. Now let's move to the brain. Why do we fall for this so easily? The answer lies in a psychological trick called intermittent reinforcement. To understand this, I want you to imagine a slot machine. If that machine paid out every single time you pulled the lever, you would get bored and walk away. The machine keeps you hooked by giving you just enough unpredictable wins. This is exactly how a person with Dark Rizz operates. They are hot one moment and ice cold the next. They shower you with attention and then suddenly withdraw it completely. This unpredictability causes a rush of dopamine in your brain. When they finally give you their attention again, it feels like a massive reward. You begin to work desperately to please them, just to get that fix again. In this state, you are not falling in love. You are getting addicted to a cycle of emotional highs and lows. So how do you know if you are being pulled in by a charming person or a manipulative one? You need to pay very close attention to how you feel after you interact with them. Ask yourself this simple question. Does the charm disappear the moment I set a boundary? A manipulator will often punish your boundaries with silence or anger. Another big red flag is the love bombing phase. This is when they overload you with intense compliments and attention at the start, only to suddenly withdraw it. They leave you confused and craving their approval. Also, watch how they treat people who can do nothing for them. If the dazzling performance turns off completely when they talk to a waiter or a colleague, that charm is a weapon. It is not a personality trait. If you constantly feel drained, anxious, or like you are walking on eggshells around them, it is not a sign of your weakness. It is a sign of their toxicity. Finally, what is the antidote? The most dangerous thing about Dark Rizz is that it makes genuine, healthy connections seem boring by comparison. But a person with real charisma does not create chaos. They are consistent. They do not make you chase them or prove your worth. True charm focuses on safety, reliability, and empathy. A relationship built on Rizz alone lacks emotional depth. Genuine connection is not about finding someone who gives you butterflies out of anxiety. It is about finding someone who gives you peace. Understanding the psychology of Dark Rizz gives you the power to see through the performance. When the chemistry feels intense but chaotic, remember this: real connection is calm, and that is a magnetism that will never leave you feeling broken.